Have you ever wondered why some women seem to naturally draw people in, almost effortlessly? Why some personalities linger in your mind long after you've met them, leaving a sense of admiration and fascination? It's not about the way they look or the clothes they wear. It's deeper than that. There's a subtle energy, a quiet power, a set of habits that create magnetic attraction, habits that make men not just notice but feel genuinely drawn, almost powerless to resist. Today, we are going to explore those habits. And by the time this video ends, you'll understand the hidden psychology behind attraction and how these 4 simple habits can transform the way people perceive you. Not by changing who you are, but by elevating the energy you already carry. If you stay until the end, there's a powerful insight waiting for you, one that can completely reshape the way you connect with others and amplify your personal power. The first thing to understand is that human attraction is far more complex than appearances. Psychology shows us that people are naturally drawn to confidence, emotional strength, and a sense of purpose. When someone embodies these qualities, they radiate energy that others instinctively pick up on. Think about it. Why do we remember certain people for the energy they carry rather than their faces? Why do some women leave a lasting impression even in a crowded room? The answer lies not in what's visible, but in the habits and mindset that quietly shape their presence. These habits are like invisible signals, subtly sending messages that resonate deep within the human mind, sparking interest, admiration, and desire. Magnetic women don't rely on anyone else to validate them. Their power is internal, not external. They don't need constant attention, approval, or praise to feel worthy. Instead, they cultivate an inner strength, a calm confidence that makes others feel at ease and inspired at the same time. This is where the first layer of attraction forms, because humans are wired to respond to self-assured energy. When a person is confident in themselves, it creates a sense of safety, stability, and excitement all at once. And it's not arrogance that draws people in, it's quiet self-belief. This is one of the first reasons men find themselves captivated without even realizing why. Another critical element is the passion for life. Women who have a clear sense of purpose, who chase their dreams and engage fully with their interests, emit an energy that is intoxicating. Passion is contagious. When someone is alive with curiosity, ambition, or joy, it awakens something primal in human psychology, the desire to be near energy that feels vibrant, unstoppable, and unapologetically alive. Men are naturally drawn to this kind of energy because it signals strength, creativity, and the ability to thrive independently. It's not about impressing anyone, it's about living fully. And this difference is immediately noticeable to those who are attuned to energy and presence. Kindness and emotional intelligence are often overlooked but are incredibly powerful magnets for attraction. Women who are genuinely kind, compassionate, and emotionally resilient carry a warmth that touches people at a deeper level. They don't just react, they respond with thoughtfulness and balance. Psychology shows that humans are drawn to emotional stability and empathy because it signals trustworthiness and connection. A woman who can navigate her emotions, remain calm in challenges, and show authentic care becomes irresistible, not through manipulation, but through the natural pull of emotional intelligence. Men aren't looking for perfection. They're drawn to someone who is strong yet approachable, independent yet understanding. Then there's the element of mystery and self-respect, which taps directly into human curiosity. Men are wired to notice boundaries, intrigue, and confidence in self-value. A woman who respects herself enough to maintain her own life, to hold back when necessary, and to remain true to her principles creates a magnetic pull. Mystery isn't about playing games. It's about preserving one's energy and maintaining a sense of individuality that others find fascinating. Curiosity and desire are sparked when there's something to discover, and the more a woman demonstrates self-respect and autonomy, the more men find themselves drawn into her orbit. At the core, these habits, confidence, passion, kindness, and mystery, aren't tricks. They're not manipulations or strategies. They are reflections of a woman who is fully aligned with herself, who nurtures her mind, spirit, and emotional health. And the incredible thing about this is that anyone can cultivate them. Human psychology proves that attraction is not random. It is a reaction to energy, habits, and presence. The women who naturally command attention have honed these qualities through conscious habits, self-awareness, and emotional intelligence. They aren't perfect, but they are magnetic not because of appearance, but because of the energy they carry and the habits they practice daily. By the end of this video, you'll discover exactly how these 4 habits work, and more importantly, how you can integrate them into your life. Imagine walking into a room and feeling a shift in the energy around you, sensing attention without seeking it, inspiring admiration effortlessly. That's not a fantasy. That's what happens when these habits are internalized and expressed consistently. And here's the reward. If you pay close attention and reflect on the insights shared, you'll unlock a level of personal attraction and influence that goes beyond appearances, transforming the way people respond to your energy in every aspect of life. So stay with me, because what you're about to learn isn't just about getting noticed. It's about cultivating a presence that commands respect, inspires curiosity, and awakens genuine desire. It's about discovering the invisible habits that hold the power to change how you're perceived and how you connect with the world. And once you understand these, the way men, and frankly, people in general, react to your energy will never be the same again. Attraction is not magic. It is a reflection of energy, mindset, and the way a person carries themselves in every moment. When a woman embodies certain qualities consistently, men are instinctively drawn to her, not because she demands attention, but because she radiates it naturally. This is why habits matter far more than appearance. Habits are the invisible architecture of personality. They shape behavior, influence emotions, and communicate signals that resonate deeply within the subconscious mind. Men respond to these signals without even realizing it. The most magnetic women don't chase validation or approval. They cultivate their lives, their thoughts, and their actions in ways that naturally create a gravitational pull. The first core habit is authentic confidence. Authenticity is a powerful magnet because humans can sense when someone is genuine. Confidence rooted in self-awareness communicates strength without arrogance. It doesn't need to be loud or flashy. It whispers through posture, tone, and the way a woman handles herself in every situation. A woman who trusts her decisions, embraces her flaws, and moves through life without fear of judgment demonstrates a quiet power that is impossible to ignore. Psychology teaches that people are drawn to stability and certainty. Confidence provides both. It signals that a person knows her worth and can navigate life's challenges, creating a sense of reliability and admiration that is deeply attractive. Next comes passion and curiosity for life. A woman who pursues her interests, whether big dreams or small joys, emits an energy that captivates attention. Passion is inherently magnetic because it stimulates the mind and evokes emotion. Humans are wired to notice energy that is alive, dynamic, engaged. When a woman invests in herself through learning, exploring, and creating, she communicates vitality. Men are naturally drawn to this energy because it suggests independence, creativity, and a zest for life. Passion is not just a surface-level quality. It reflects a mind that is engaged and a spirit that is unafraid to seek fulfillment. This kind of energy creates intrigue, admiration, and a desire to connect because it invites others to share in something larger than themselves. Another vital habit is emotional strength and resilience. Men are instinctively drawn to women who can handle life's challenges with grace and stability. Emotional resilience is about navigating difficulties without losing composure or self-respect. It signals maturity, reliability, and the ability to maintain balance under pressure. Kindness combined with strength is irresistible because it communicates depth. A woman who can empathize, listen, and respond thoughtfully demonstrates emotional intelligence, which is profoundly attractive on a psychological level. Humans are naturally drawn to those who can create a sense of calm and security while maintaining their individuality. Emotional resilience is not about perfection. It is about maintaining a sense of self while being fully present and engaged with others. Then there is the subtle, often underestimated habit of maintaining personal boundaries and self-respect. Mystery and autonomy create a magnetic tension that draws attention without effort. A woman who knows her value and preserves her individuality commands respect. She does not feel the need to reveal everything at once or seek constant approval. By holding her energy with intention, she cultivates curiosity and interest. Men are naturally drawn to someone who demonstrates self-control, independence, and discernment. Boundaries are not walls, they are signals of strength and confidence. They tell others that she is self-reliant, decisive, and unafraid to protect her space. Psychology confirms that people are more attracted to those who maintain a sense of mystery and respect themselves because it triggers curiosity, admiration, and a desire to engage meaningfully. These habits do more than attract. They inspire. They create an aura that goes beyond physical appearance and touches the emotional and psychological levels of human connection. A woman who embodies these qualities becomes someone who is not merely noticed, but remembered. She leaves an impression that lingers long after a conversation ends, not because of charm or effort, but because of the energy she carries consistently. Men are drawn to authenticity, passion, emotional strength, and self-respect because these qualities speak to deep evolutionary and psychological instincts. They signal stability, vitality, trustworthiness, and intrigue, all of which create a magnetic presence that commands attention naturally. The impact of these habits extends beyond relationships. They influence how a woman experiences life, how she approaches opportunities, and how others perceive her overall presence. People are drawn to energy more than words. Men, like everyone else, respond to the unspoken language of confidence, curiosity, strength, and dignity. The habits that cultivate attraction are the same ones that cultivate success, influence, and personal fulfillment. By internalizing these qualities, a woman aligns herself with her own value and purpose, and in doing so, she naturally elevates the way others respond to her. This creates a feedback loop. The more she embodies these habits, the more magnetic her presence becomes, and the more opportunities for connection, respect, and admiration she experiences. The beauty of these habits is that they are not fixed traits. They are cultivated through conscious action, self-reflection, and persistence. Confidence grows through small victories and consistent self-belief. Passion flourishes when curiosity and creativity are nurtured. Emotional strength develops through challenges faced with awareness and resilience. Self-respect deepens when boundaries are honored and individuality is maintained. Each habit is a tool for personal growth that also naturally shapes how others perceive and respond to energy. This is the psychology behind attraction. It is not manipulation, but alignment. It is not about changing oneself for others, but about becoming the fullest, most magnetic version of oneself. Every action, every habit, every choice sends signals that communicate your energy to the world. Men are drawn to women who consistently emit stability, vitality, and authenticity because it resonates with a deep, subconscious desire for connection, admiration, and intrigue. Attraction is not random. It is a reflection of energy, presence, and the habits that shape them. Understanding this principle gives immense power. It means that by cultivating these habits intentionally, a woman can shape her presence, influence perception, and inspire admiration naturally. This is not about superficial tricks. It is about becoming a person whose energy invites attention, respect, and connection effortlessly. The first habit that holds extraordinary power is authentic confidence. It is not about arrogance or trying to impress others. It is about a deep, unshakable belief in one's own worth. Confidence is magnetic because it signals that a woman is comfortable in her own skin, that she knows herself and trusts her choices. Men, like all humans, are subconsciously drawn to certainty. When someone moves through the world with assurance, without seeking permission or validation, it creates a sense of stability and admiration that is nearly irresistible. Authentic confidence is silent yet unmistakable. It exists in the way she walks, the calm in her voice, the clarity in her decisions. What makes confidence truly powerful is that it comes from self-awareness. A woman who understands her strengths and accepts her weaknesses radiates authenticity. There is no pretense, no effort to appear different from who she truly is. Psychology shows that humans are highly sensitive to authenticity. We instinctively detect when someone is genuine, and we are drawn to that energy. Confidence rooted in self-knowledge communicates that she is grounded, reliable, and in control of her own life. It is not about dominating or controlling others. It is about mastering oneself, which naturally inspires respect and admiration. Authentic confidence also transforms how a woman handles challenges. Life is unpredictable, and difficulties are inevitable. Yet, a woman who carries confidence is able to navigate obstacles without losing her composure. She does not panic, overreact, or seek constant reassurance. Instead, she responds thoughtfully and remains true to her values. This kind of strength is magnetic because it communicates resilience, competence, and self-reliance. Men are instinctively drawn to people who demonstrate the ability to face life's uncertainties with calm and assurance, because it signals both emotional stability and inner power. Another crucial element of authentic confidence is self-expression without fear. A woman who expresses her thoughts, opinions, and emotions openly, without fearing judgment, exudes a form of freedom that is incredibly attractive. She does not shrink to make others comfortable, nor does she need approval to feel worthy. This fearlessness is magnetic because it shows that her value is internal, not dependent on external validation. Psychology confirms that humans are drawn to individuals who act from internal confidence rather than external pressure. A woman who speaks her truth with clarity and composure demonstrates independence and integrity, qualities that naturally inspire admiration. Confidence also shapes the way a woman engages in relationships. It creates a dynamic where respect and attraction flourish. Men are drawn to women who set boundaries with ease, communicate clearly, and make decisions without hesitation. This is not about rigidity, it is about self-assurance that commands recognition without demanding it. A confident woman does not chase attention or try to manipulate feelings. Her presence alone is enough to create interest. This is why authentic confidence has a magnetic effect. It is grounded in strength, clarity, and a genuine understanding of one's own worth. The psychology behind this attraction is deeply rooted in human behavior. Humans are wired to notice competence, clarity, and emotional stability. When a woman carries herself with confidence, it signals that she is capable, trustworthy, and independent. These signals tap into subconscious cues that trigger admiration, respect, and desire. Confidence is not superficial. It is a reflection of internal mastery, and men are naturally drawn to that mastery. It is not something that can be faked for long. True confidence emerges from consistent self-reflection, personal growth, and experiences that build resilience. Authentic confidence also allows a woman to maintain a sense of mystery while being fully herself. She does not feel the need to overshare or seek constant validation. This balance between openness and self-possession creates a compelling presence. Men are instinctively intrigued by someone who is comfortable being herself while maintaining a unique sense of individuality. Confidence without arrogance generates curiosity and respect, two psychological triggers that heighten attraction. When a woman operates from this place, her energy communicates power without effort, drawing attention and admiration naturally. Building authentic confidence is a process of alignment. It begins with understanding personal values and strengths, then acting in ways that reflect them consistently. It involves embracing imperfections, learning from experiences, and trusting intuition. Every action taken with self-assurance reinforces the energy of confidence, creating a feedback loop where inner strength translates into outward magnetism. The more a woman embraces herself fully, the more others are drawn to her energy. This is the essence of attraction that is sustainable and genuine. It comes not from trying to be appealing, but from being authentically grounded in oneself. Confidence also influences subtle interactions, from body language to tone of voice. A woman who holds herself upright, maintains calm eye contact, and speaks with clarity communicates self-respect and presence. Men are subconsciously attuned to these cues because they signal independence, capability, and emotional balance. Authentic confidence transforms not only perception but also experience. It affects how a woman feels, how she moves through the world, and how others respond to her presence. This creates a magnetic aura that is difficult to ignore, precisely because it is not forced, but natural, grounded, and deeply rooted in psychology. Ultimately, authentic confidence is about owning your life fully and unapologetically. It is about walking into any room and feeling secure in your own energy. It is about embracing individuality, maintaining self-respect, and acting in alignment with personal values. Men are drawn to this type of energy because it communicates a powerful message. Here is a woman who is complete on her own, who does not seek validation, and whose presence elevates everyone around her. Confidence is not just a habit, it is a foundation for attraction, connection, and influence. When cultivated consciously, it becomes a force that shapes perception, inspires admiration, and awakens desire naturally. The second habit that creates an undeniable magnetic energy is passion and curiosity for life. This is the fire that ignites interest and keeps attention alive. A woman who pursues her dreams, hobbies, and interests with genuine enthusiasm radiates energy that is contagious. Men are instinctively drawn to people who are engaged, vibrant, and alive because this energy signals vitality and purpose. Curiosity and ambition demonstrate that life is not a series of routines but a journey of discovery and growth. Passionate energy is infectious. It inspires admiration and invites others to be a part of it, not because it seeks to impress, but because it is real and undeniable. Passion is deeply attractive because it communicates independence. A woman who invests her time, energy, and heart into what matters to her is not defined by anyone else. She does not rely on validation or external approval to feel fulfilled. This independence is magnetic because it signals strength and self-sufficiency. Men are drawn to someone who can create her own happiness, who embraces challenges with excitement rather than fear, and who seeks experiences that nurture growth. Passion demonstrates a life that is full, rich, and intentional, a life that invites others to witness, not control, the journey. Curiosity plays a crucial role in this habit. A woman who is genuinely curious about the world, about ideas, about people, and about herself, exudes an energy that is fascinating. Curiosity sparks engagement because it shows a mind that is alive and open. Men respond to curiosity because it reflects intelligence, adaptability, and emotional richness. A curious woman asks questions, explores possibilities, and embraces learning as an ongoing adventure. This habit signals that she is constantly evolving, and evolving energy is naturally magnetic. Humans are drawn to growth and vitality because it mirrors their own desire for stimulation, inspiration, and meaningful connection. Passion also communicates confidence in one's potential. A woman who pursues her ambitions demonstrates that she believes in herself and her ability to achieve goals. This energy is captivating because it reassures others that she is capable, committed, and focused. Men are instinctively attracted to someone who can navigate life with intention and direction. The clarity that comes from pursuing a purpose resonates at a deep level because it signals reliability, determination, and maturity. Passion is not just about action, it is about direction. It is about being aligned with one's values and investing energy where it matters most. This habit also shapes how a woman experiences relationships. Passionate energy is not limited to personal pursuits, it flows into interactions and connections. A woman who is engaged with life brings vibrancy into her conversations, her interactions, and the way she shows up. Men are drawn to this energy because it stimulates the mind and emotions, creating a dynamic of admiration and intrigue. Passion communicates that life is not stagnant or dependent on anyone else for excitement. This self-generated energy signals autonomy, vitality, and emotional richness, all of which trigger deep psychological attraction. Moreover, passion and curiosity create a sense of adventure. A woman who embraces new experiences, explores unknown paths, and welcomes challenges with enthusiasm communicates resilience and adaptability. Men are instinctively attracted to these qualities because they represent strength, versatility, and emotional openness. When a woman is passionate about life, she inspires a sense of possibility in those around her. Her energy invites participation, connection, and engagement, not through coercion, but through genuine vitality that resonates with fundamental human instincts. Psychology shows that engagement with life is inherently attractive. Humans are drawn to vitality, creativity, and the ability to generate positive energy. Passion demonstrates that a woman is proactive rather than reactive, that she is driven by purpose rather than circumstance. Men perceive this energy as a signal of competence, intelligence, and self-possession. Curiosity amplifies this effect because it communicates adaptability, open-mindedness, and willingness to explore. Together, these qualities create a presence that is both stimulating and inspiring, capturing attention naturally and sustaining interest without effort. Living with passion also nurtures self-respect. A woman who dedicates time and energy to meaningful pursuits signals that she values herself and her life. Men are drawn to this energy because it reflects internal standards, ambition, and commitment. Passion is magnetic because it shows that happiness and fulfillment come from within, not from the approval or attention of others. This self-generated energy radiates confidence, curiosity, and joy, creating a presence that captivates effortlessly. Finally, curiosity and passion cultivate emotional depth. A woman who is engaged with life brings perspective, insight, and enthusiasm into her interactions. This creates a psychological pull because humans are attracted to emotional richness, mental stimulation, and authenticity. Passion is more than activity, it is an attitude, a way of approaching life with intensity, openness, and excitement. Men sense this energy instinctively, responding to the vitality, independence, and joy that accompany it. Passionate energy inspires admiration, connection, and desire, not through effort or strategy, but simply through its natural presence. In essence, passion and curiosity are habits that transform presence. They create energy that attracts, inspires, and holds attention. They demonstrate independence, vitality, and growth, qualities that are irresistible on both psychological and emotional levels. A woman who embraces these habits communicates that she is alive, engaged, and self-sufficient, and this energy naturally draws others toward her. Passion is not a choice made to attract, it is a choice made to live fully. And the beauty of this habit is that it generates its own influence, respect, and admiration effortlessly simply because it is real, intentional, and alive. The third habit that creates undeniable attraction is emotional strength paired with genuine kindness. This habit is about balance, the combination of resilience and warmth that creates a powerful presence. Emotional strength is the ability to remain composed under pressure, to face challenges without losing one's sense of self. Kindness is the ability to connect authentically, to empathize without judgment, and to respond with compassion. Together, they form a magnetic energy that inspires admiration and respect. Men are drawn to women who demonstrate that strength and compassion can coexist because it signals maturity, reliability, and emotional depth. Emotional strength is not about avoiding feelings or appearing invulnerable, it is about understanding emotions, managing reactions, and maintaining clarity in decision-making. A woman who embodies this quality can navigate conflict, disappointment, and uncertainty without panic or overreaction. This resilience is attractive because it communicates stability and self-control. Men are instinctively drawn to people who demonstrate the ability to handle challenges without losing perspective, because it signals trustworthiness and competence. Emotional strength is magnetic because it reflects inner mastery, a person who can face life fully without being overwhelmed. Kindness amplifies the effect of strength. Genuine compassion communicates warmth, understanding, and approachability. A woman who can show care without being dependent on others for validation demonstrates emotional intelligence. Men are drawn to this energy because it provides a sense of safety, connection, and comfort. Humans are wired to seek relationships with those who can balance empathy with self-possession. A woman who embodies both resilience and kindness creates an aura that feels powerful yet inviting. She becomes someone others instinctively want to be around, not because she demands it, but because her presence is energizing and trustworthy. The combination of emotional strength and kindness also shapes communication. A woman who can express her thoughts and feelings clearly, without fear or aggression, creates an atmosphere of respect. She does not manipulate, guilt, or control. Instead, she listens, responds thoughtfully, and communicates boundaries with clarity. This type of interaction is magnetic because it demonstrates balance, self-awareness, and confidence. Men are drawn to someone who communicates with emotional maturity because it signals intelligence, integrity, and stability, all qualities that trigger deep admiration and attraction. Emotional resilience allows a woman to maintain her composure in social dynamics, which is highly attractive. She does not react impulsively to criticism, rejection, or pressure. Instead, she observes, evaluates, and responds intentionally. This energy communicates self-possession and reliability, qualities that men instinctively respect. Kindness ensures that this strength is not cold or unapproachable. When resilience is paired with compassion, it creates a powerful harmony that feels both protective and inviting. Men respond to this combination on a subconscious level because it mirrors the traits they instinctively associate with stability, safety, and emotional fulfillment. Authentic kindness also signals confidence and self-respect. A woman who can give care freely, without expecting something in return, demonstrates that her sense of worth comes from within. Men are naturally drawn to individuals who provide support and warmth without dependency, because this signals emotional maturity and independence. This energy communicates that she is complete on her own, and yet capable of forming meaningful connections. Emotional depth combined with kindness creates fascination because it reflects intelligence, sensitivity, and an ability to balance strength with openness. Emotional strength also empowers a woman to set and maintain boundaries effectively. She understands her limits and communicates them without guilt or fear. This is magnetic because boundaries are a form of self-respect and clarity. Men are drawn to women who can assert themselves without aggression because it signals integrity and inner control. Kindness ensures that these boundaries are not rigid walls, but clear lines that protect energy while inviting authentic interaction. Together, strength and kindness create a magnetic equilibrium that commands attention and inspires trust. The psychology behind this habit is profound. Humans are drawn to balance, strength without coldness, compassion without weakness. Men, like all people, are subconsciously attracted to emotional stability combined with warmth because it signals competence, reliability, and empathy. This combination creates a presence that is difficult to ignore. Emotional strength paired with genuine kindness elevates a woman's energy, making her naturally magnetic in social, professional, and personal contexts. This is not about manipulation. It is about cultivating qualities that resonate deeply with human instincts and subconscious attraction triggers. Emotional intelligence also enhances connections. A woman who embodies this habit can navigate relationships, conversations, and interactions with grace. She can respond to others' needs without losing herself, creating a dynamic of mutual respect and admiration. Men are drawn to this presence because it feels safe, stimulating, and inspiring all at once. Emotional strength and kindness allow a woman to be both powerful and approachable, confident yet empathetic, a combination that triggers fascination and attraction on a deep psychological level. Ultimately, this habit is about balance, integrity, and depth. Emotional strength ensures stability and resilience, while kindness ensures connection and warmth. Men are drawn to this energy because it communicates a sense of completeness and emotional richness. The woman who cultivates this habit becomes memorable, magnetic, and respected, not through effort or performance, but through the authenticity of her presence. Emotional strength paired with genuine kindness is more than a habit. It is a way of living that naturally elevates influence, admiration, and attraction. The fourth habit that creates an irresistible pull is mystery and self-respect. This habit is about holding your own energy, valuing your individuality, and maintaining boundaries that honor your worth. Men are subconsciously drawn to women who are not fully transparent, not because they are secretive for the sake of it, but because they protect their energy and preserve a sense of intrigue. Mystery creates fascination, curiosity, and admiration. It signals that a woman is whole, independent, and not defined by others' opinions or attention. There is an irresistible allure in someone who commands presence simply by being grounded in themselves. Self-respect is the foundation of this magnetic energy. A woman who honors her boundaries, choices, and values communicates strength without needing to enforce it aggressively. She does not compromise her principles to please others, and she does not apologize for being herself. Men respond to this energy because it signals stability, confidence, and integrity. Respect for oneself signals that her happiness and identity are self-generated, not dependent on validation or approval. This independence is deeply attractive because it demonstrates emotional maturity, self-sufficiency, and the ability to navigate life with dignity. Mystery complements self-respect by creating space for curiosity. When a woman does not reveal everything about herself at once, she stimulates interest and intrigue. Men are naturally drawn to what they cannot fully predict or control. Mystery is not about manipulation. It is about holding energy intentionally. A woman who is selective with her attention, words, and emotional investment demonstrates self-possession. This subtle tension between availability and independence triggers fascination and admiration. Men are drawn to someone who preserves her essence while engaging with the world authentically. This habit also influences the way a woman engages with relationships. By maintaining self-respect and a sense of mystery, she creates a dynamic where respect and attraction naturally thrive. Men are drawn to women who are confident enough to have their own lives, to prioritize their growth, and to keep their energy intact. Mystery signals that she is complex, multidimensional, and not easily categorized. Self-respect ensures that interactions are grounded in authenticity, not neediness. This combination of intrigue and stability creates a presence that captivates attention without effort. Psychologically, mystery triggers curiosity because the human mind is wired to explore the unknown. When a woman maintains aspects of her life, emotions, and thoughts with intentional discretion, it stimulates interest and attention. Men instinctively want to discover more, to earn connection, and to understand the depth behind the surface. Self-respect amplifies this effect because curiosity paired with dignity signals a balanced and empowered presence. The combination naturally attracts admiration, emotional investment, and desire because it resonates with subconscious drives for challenge, respect, and meaningful connection. Self-respect also influences confidence in social dynamics. A woman who protects her energy and prioritizes her own values does not seek constant reassurance. She moves through interactions with poise, knowing her worth and refusing to compromise it. This self-assured behavior is magnetic because it communicates emotional independence. Men are drawn to individuals who demonstrate that they are complete without external validation. Self-respect ensures that admiration is earned naturally, rather than demanded or pursued, which heightens intrigue and fascination. Mystery and self-respect also shape boundaries. A woman who establishes clear emotional and personal limits communicates strength, clarity, and self-awareness. Men respond to these boundaries because they reflect a person who values herself and her time. Boundaries are attractive because they indicate that a woman is selective, intentional, and in control of her life. Mystery ensures that these boundaries are not rigid barriers but a natural part of her energy. This balance between accessibility and preservation creates fascination, emotional engagement, and a sense of respect that deepens attraction. Maintaining a sense of mystery encourages continuous growth. A woman who nurtures her interests, goals, and personal development keeps evolving, which naturally sustains curiosity. Men are drawn to dynamic energy that demonstrates intelligence, creativity, and adaptability. Mystery is not static. It is a living quality that reflects ongoing self-improvement, exploration, and depth. When combined with self-respect, it signals that she is committed to herself, her journey, and her life. This habit fosters admiration because it communicates that she is complete on her own, yet inviting engagement in a meaningful way. Ultimately, mystery and self-respect create an aura of independence, power, and intrigue. Men are drawn to this energy because it communicates that a woman is self-contained, emotionally balanced, and intentionally present. It evokes admiration, curiosity, and desire without effort or performance. Mystery excites the imagination, while self-respect reassures that she is strong and grounded. Together, these qualities create a presence that is captivating, memorable, and deeply magnetic. Men are instinctively attracted to women who hold themselves with dignity and elegance, who preserve their energy, and who approach the world from a place of integrity and self-possession. This habit is more than a tool for attraction, it is a principle for living. Mystery encourages depth and exploration, while self-respect ensures alignment with personal values and energy. Men respond to these qualities because they represent a balance of independence and connection, curiosity and stability. By cultivating this habit, a woman elevates her energy, inspires admiration, and generates fascination naturally. Mystery and self-respect create a powerful combination that communicates value, strength, and presence. It is a habit that transforms perception, invites genuine engagement, and leaves a lasting impression wherever she goes. When these four habits, confidence, passion, emotional strength with kindness, and mystery with self-respect, come together, they create a magnetic force that is impossible to ignore. Each habit strengthens the others, building a presence that radiates power, vitality, and depth. Confidence forms the foundation, showing that a woman trusts herself. Passion adds energy and vibrancy, demonstrating a zest for life that captivates attention. Emotional strength and kindness provide warmth and stability, creating trust and admiration. Mystery and self-respect preserve individuality and intrigue, leaving others drawn to explore her depth. When combined, these habits create a presence that engages the mind, touches the heart, and ignites curiosity. The psychology behind this combination is fascinating. Humans are wired to respond to energy, not just appearances. The subconscious mind picks up on subtle signals of independence, emotional maturity, and vitality. Men are naturally attracted to patterns of behavior that signal competence, resilience, and authenticity. When all four habits are expressed consistently, they trigger multiple psychological responses simultaneously. Admiration for strength, fascination for curiosity, comfort and emotional stability, and intrigue from mystery. This combination creates a powerful gravitational pull that draws attention effortlessly and sustains it over time. Confidence serves as the base of this magnetic presence. It signals that a woman is grounded, secure, and capable of handling life's challenges. Passion injects life into this confidence, demonstrating that she is not stagnant but actively engaged in her journey. Emotional strength and kindness soften the edges, making her approachable while maintaining power. Mystery and self-respect protect her energy, creating boundaries that reinforce her value and create curiosity. Each habit complements the others, forming a layered and dynamic personality that is psychologically compelling and emotionally engaging. When these qualities align, they produce a natural influence that goes beyond attraction. People respond not only because they find her appealing, but because they sense her energy is balanced, purposeful, and intentional. Men are drawn to women who operate from a place of internal fulfillment, not neediness. These habits communicate that she is complete on her own, which paradoxically makes others want to connect even more. Psychological studies show that independence, emotional stability, and purpose are traits that trigger subconscious respect and desire. When all four habits are combined, they maximize this effect, creating a presence that is both inspiring and magnetic. The synergy of these habits also affects interactions in subtle but powerful ways. Confidence allows clear communication and self-assurance in decision-making. Passion makes engagement lively, stimulating conversation and curiosity. Emotional strength and kindness ensure that connections are stable, authentic, and emotionally rewarding. Mystery and self-respect maintain intrigue, preventing overexposure while preserving a sense of value. Together, these qualities create a balance of challenge and comfort, excitement and trust, openness and independence, all elements that psychology identifies as highly attractive and motivating. This combination also nurtures emotional intelligence. A woman who embodies these habits can navigate relationships, social dynamics, and challenges with grace. Confidence keeps her centered. Passion keeps her energized. Emotional strength keeps her composed. And mystery maintains her allure. Men respond to this emotional intelligence instinctively because it signals maturity, depth, and stability. Attraction is not just about appearance, it is about energy that reflects inner mastery, curiosity, and emotional richness. When all four habits coexist, they form a magnetic field that attracts naturally, without effort, strategy, or performance. The effect of these combined habits goes beyond personal relationships. They influence the way a woman is perceived in every environment. Men, colleagues, friends, and even strangers respond to the energy she projects. Confidence signals competence. Passion signals engagement. Emotional strength signals reliability. And mystery signals value. Psychology shows that humans are wired to respond positively to consistency, competence, and emotional balance. By cultivating all four habits, a woman enhances her overall presence, creating admiration, respect, and attraction simultaneously. Consistency is key. It is not enough to show these qualities occasionally. The magnetic effect emerges when they are expressed naturally and reliably. Confidence must be steady, passion must be genuine, emotional strength and kindness must be authentic, and mystery must be maintained without forcing it. The subconscious mind responds most strongly to patterns, and men are instinctively drawn to women whose energy is consistent, balanced, and engaging. Over time, these habits compound, reinforcing each other and creating a presence that is unforgettable and influential. Ultimately, these four habits are not tricks or superficial strategies. They are reflections of internal alignment and personal growth. When confidence, passion, emotional strength with kindness, and mystery with self-respect are cultivated intentionally, they elevate a woman's presence in every aspect of life. Men are drawn not just to appearances, but to the energy that communicates self-fulfillment, depth, and authenticity. This combination transforms perception, inspires admiration, and ignites natural attraction. It is a powerful demonstration of how habits shape energy and how energy shapes connection. When all four habits are embraced, the results are profound. Attention becomes natural, respect grows effortlessly, and attraction is sustained over time. Men are instinctively drawn to a woman who demonstrates internal mastery, purpose, emotional depth, and individuality. The four habits work together like a magnet, creating an energy that is powerful, alluring, and unforgettable. This is the psychology of attraction. Made simple, it is the alignment of energy, values, and habits that produces influence, admiration, and desire without force. When a woman begins to adopt these four habits, confidence, passion, emotional strength with kindness, and mystery with self-respect, the transformation goes far beyond attraction. Relationships, whether romantic, professional, or social, shift in profound ways. Men respond not just to surface-level appeal, but to the energy and stability she radiates. She becomes someone who commands respect effortlessly, inspires admiration without trying, and creates deeper, more meaningful connections. These habits change the way others perceive her presence, and equally important, how she perceives herself. Confidence lays the foundation for stronger interactions. A woman who trusts herself, communicates clearly, makes decisions without hesitation, and does not compromise her values to appease others. Men instinctively recognize this strength and respond with respect. Confidence also creates an environment where others feel safe to engage authentically, because it signals clarity, self-possession, and consistency. Relationships built on this kind of energy are more balanced, with fewer insecurities and misunderstandings. People are drawn to someone who knows her worth because it encourages honesty, mutual respect, and emotional safety. Passion and curiosity enrich every connection. A woman who approaches life with enthusiasm brings excitement, energy, and inspiration into relationships. Men are naturally drawn to this vitality because it stimulates interest, invites engagement, and creates shared experiences that are memorable and meaningful. Passion communicates that her life is fulfilling independently, which makes connections more genuine and less dependent on external validation. It also encourages others to step into her world, share in her energy, and experience the joy she radiates. This habit transforms relationships from ordinary interactions into dynamic, inspiring exchanges that leave lasting impressions. Emotional strength combined with kindness deepens bonds and builds trust. A woman who can manage her emotions, respond thoughtfully, and maintain compassion creates an environment where men feel safe, understood, and valued. Emotional resilience communicates reliability and maturity, while kindness fosters warmth and approachability. Together, they cultivate connections that are not superficial but rooted in mutual respect and empathy. Men are drawn to these qualities because they signal stability and emotional intelligence, creating a foundation for meaningful engagement that goes far beyond physical attraction. Mystery and self-respect add a layer of intrigue and respect to every relationship. When a woman protects her energy, maintains her individuality, and communicates boundaries with clarity, it encourages others to invest effort, attention, and curiosity. Men are naturally attracted to someone who is not fully predictable because it stimulates interest and admiration. Self-respect ensures that interactions are grounded in integrity, not neediness or compromise. This balance creates relationships where respect and attraction are sustained, trust is reinforced, and emotional connection is deepened. It transforms how people approach her, creating interactions that are thoughtful, intentional, and rewarding. The combination of these habits creates a ripple effect in relationships. Confidence, passion, emotional strength, and mystery generate an energy that affects the dynamics around her. Men are drawn not only to her presence but also to her energy, which communicates stability, vitality, and value. Psychological studies confirm that humans are most attracted to individuals who exhibit independence, purpose, and emotional intelligence. When a woman embodies these qualities consistently, she attracts men who are aligned with her energy and values, fostering connections that are more authentic, respectful, and fulfilling. Adopting these habits also empowers a woman to approach relationships from a place of abundance rather than need. She is no longer seeking validation, approval, or attention to feel worthy. Instead, she brings her full energy, vitality, and self-possession into every interaction. Men are drawn to this mindset because it signals independence, maturity, and emotional balance. Relationships become more collaborative, supportive, and exciting because they are based on mutual respect, shared energy, and authentic attraction, rather than dependence or insecurity. These habits transform not only how men respond, but also how a woman experiences herself within relationships. She feels more secure, more alive, and more in control of her own energy. This self-assurance radiates naturally, creating an invisible force that shapes perception and interaction. Men are drawn to this energy because it communicates authenticity, stability, and empowerment. Over time, these habits cultivate connections that are emotionally rewarding, intellectually stimulating, and deeply attractive, elevating relationships from ordinary to extraordinary. Beyond personal interactions, these habits also enhance social influence and presence. Men, colleagues, and acquaintances respond positively to someone who embodies confidence, passion, emotional balance, and self-respect. These qualities signal competence, vitality, and integrity, which naturally command attention and respect. Psychological principles show that people are drawn to energy that reflects self-sufficiency, purpose, and emotional maturity. By integrating these habits, a woman transforms her relationships into networks of respect, admiration, and genuine connection, enhancing every area of her life. Ultimately, adopting these habits is a form of personal empowerment that transcends attraction. Confidence establishes clarity and self-possession. Passion injects vitality and engagement. Emotional strength with kindness builds trust and admiration, and mystery with self-respect preserves individuality and intrigue. Men respond naturally to this energy because it aligns with deep psychological triggers: independence, competence, emotional stability, and curiosity. Relationships evolve as a result, becoming richer, more fulfilling, and more meaningful. When these habits are embodied consistently, they do not just attract attention, they create influence, respect, and lasting connection, reshaping every interaction into an experience that is magnetic, authentic, and powerful. The most important step toward creating a magnetic presence is self-reflection and conscious action. Understanding these four habits: confidence, passion, emotional strength with kindness, and mystery with self-respect, is only the beginning. True transformation begins when a woman examines her current habits, mindset, and energy, and identifies where growth is possible. This process requires honesty, courage, and a willingness to embrace change. Men are drawn not to perfection, but to authenticity, progress, and the consistent effort to cultivate oneself. Self-reflection is the key to aligning energy with intention, and this alignment is what creates lasting attraction and respect. The first aspect of self-reflection is evaluating confidence. Ask yourself, do I trust my decisions? Do I honor my opinions without fearing judgment? Confidence is not built overnight. It grows through intentional practice and repeated experiences of self-reliance. Men are subconsciously attracted to women who move through life with assurance because it signals competence, clarity, and stability. By identifying areas where self-doubt arises, a woman can begin to consciously act with decisiveness and self-possession. Small daily choices that reinforce autonomy and belief in oneself build an internal energy that radiates outward, creating a natural magnetism. Next, examine passion and curiosity. Reflect on whether life is approached with genuine enthusiasm or if routines and obligations have dulled energy. Men are instinctively drawn to vibrancy because it signals vitality, creativity, and engagement. Cultivating this habit requires pursuing interests, learning new skills, and seeking experiences that spark excitement. Passion is infectious. When energy is vibrant, it attracts others naturally. Self-reflection allows a woman to notice where her energy feels alive and where it feels stagnant. By intentionally engaging with life in ways that inspire joy and curiosity, she amplifies her personal presence and creates interactions that are stimulating and memorable. Emotional strength paired with kindness requires an honest look at how feelings are managed and expressed. Reflect on moments of stress, disappointment, or conflict. Are emotions handled with calm and clarity, or do reactions create tension? Kindness is about genuine care without dependency or expectation. Men respond positively to emotional stability combined with warmth because it signals reliability, empathy, and maturity. By observing patterns of response, a woman can identify areas where emotional intelligence can grow. Practicing patience, active listening, and thoughtful responses strengthens relationships while enhancing personal energy. Emotional balance ensures that interactions are meaningful, grounded, and magnetic. Self-respect and mystery require reflection on boundaries and individuality. Ask, am I preserving my energy? Am I honoring my values without compromise? Mystery is not about secrecy, but about intentionality. Men are drawn to women who maintain their identity and value because it signals independence, curiosity, and intrigue. Self-reflection helps recognize moments where boundaries are blurred or energy is overextended. By consciously protecting personal space, prioritizing needs, and valuing individuality, a woman creates a magnetic presence that encourages admiration and respect. Mystery keeps interactions interesting and meaningful, allowing curiosity and connection to grow naturally. The process of self-reflection is also about awareness of patterns. Take note of repeated habits, emotional reactions, and energy levels in various situations. Men are drawn to consistency and energy because it signals reliability, emotional maturity, and inner balance.